Welcome back to BTN Live. Our next guest averages 10.5 points, nearly 4 assists, and more than 3 rebounds per game. He ranks among the top 5 in nearly every major statistical category for the Maryland Terrapins. We say hello to Terps guard Rasheed Sulaimon from our campus studio in College Park. Rasheed, Mark Turgeon has asked you to do a little bit of everything for this team this year. How would you define your role?
Just to be an extension of the coach, first and foremost. As a senior guard, I've been around the block, so to speak, for 3 years now. And, I can use my experience from where I've been, where I've played in to really help the others on this team, with the leadership role. And then, just to bring energy, both offensively and defensively. So that pretty much sums up my role in a nutshell.
Another transfer, Robert Carter, also a significant impact player this year. Unlike you, though, he had to sit out a year and got to soak in what this program was all about. How has he helped your transition?
Well, I actually met Robert Carter a couple years back, so we've actually known each other for a while. And him and also a fellow senior, Jake Lehman, embraced me with open arms. And, those two were the leaders, coming in when I first came here. And when they embraced me, everyone else just followed. And, they've helped me tremendously, with the short amount of time that I've been here, the amount of chemistry that we have both on and off the court, I think is tremendous. And we're only getting better day by day. And, I can credit that to both Robert Carter and Jake Lehman.
Upperclassmen on this team, very good, but so are some of the young guys, most notably freshman Diamond Stone, who just went crazy last week. How would you describe his potential?
Honestly, I don't even think he understands how good he can be yet. He has a lot of upside, a ton of talent, and, I think it's hard for any big man, coming into college, adjusting to the speed, adjusting to the size, the length, the athleticism, and probably defense as well. So he's made tremendous strides these last couple of weeks, both in practice and as you can see in the games. And I think his potential is limitless. As he continues to get better each and every day, continues to gain his confidence. I think the sky's the limit for that kid.
You know better than almost everyone on that team that you play for right now what it takes to make a deep postseason run. So where do you need to improve the most to be a Final Four team come April?
Well, the old adage, you can't, win unless you play defense. And I think that has to be our identity going forward. I think we have the length, the athleticism, and the talent to be one of the best defensive teams in the nation. Offensively, we're going to continue to grow our chemistry, continue to be unselfish, and I think that will take care of itself. But I think if we really lock down on defense and continue to make strides on that side of the court, that we can really make a push, when it gets close to that time to competing for a title.
Rasheed, what are the most glaring similarities and differences between Duke and Maryland?
They're drastically different places. One's a private school, one's a public school. One's in the Big Ten, one's in the ACC. But as far as talent across the board, I think this team is right there with some of the best teams that I've played with at the collegiate level so far. From 1 through 5, we have some of the top talent in the country. We can all put the ball in the basket, and we also have depth. So from a talent standpoint, I definitely think this is one of the top teams that I've played with on the collegiate level, and I'm just happy to be a part of this team.
Rasheed, is your name misspelled and mispronounced more or less now than it was during your time in Durham?
It's pretty much about the same. I'm not gonna, get too petty about that. I understand I have a pretty difficult name for people to pronounce and to spell. So, I just kind of take it. I'm just happy that people are mentioning me. So I'm just gonna take it with a grain of salt and just continue to try to be the best guy that I can be and help this team win.
As we head into 2016, Rasheed, what do you hope 2016 holds for you? Do you have any type of New Year's resolution heading into this year?
Yes, sir, definitely. I'm going to try to keep my New Year's resolution as well. Just to try to continue to be a great leader, to be a better leader, and then to always be there for my teammates and for the coaches as well. I have to be the guy that relays the message. I have to be the guy that, when someone's down, to pick them up, to motivate others. And, I'm going to continue to try to be a better leader and improve every facet of my game on the court. So that's my New Year's resolution.
Well said, and I have to be honest with you. I know you haven't been in it for long, but those Maryland colors and that Under Armour gear, it seems like they fit you pretty well.
Thank you so much, and I love it too. They're comfortable.
Rasheed Sulaimon, Maryland guard. Truly appreciate the time. Have a great year, my friend.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Happy New Year.